It's easy to have what you want. It already works. It's already easy. You don't need to try and make things easy. You literally have it all. You just don't realize it yet. Hello, my beautiful people. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Juliet Cleary. I'm a manifestation coach. And if you resonate with this message, make sure to give this video a thumbs up, to subscribe and tap that bell icon. If you would like to work together, that information is in the description box below for you, as well as the link to my meditation channel. So make sure to subscribe there as well. It's easy for you to have what you want. Life is easy. Things work for you. Life already works for you. You literally have everything that you want within you, and you have access to all of it. You are already the person that you wish to be. You are everything. You're literally everything, and you have everything within you. When I say that, what comes up within you? Is there any kind of feeling of like, well, that's not true, or it's not easy because of all this that I've experienced and all this and blah, 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 and it's actually quite hard. I want you to really pay attention to whatever thoughts come up when I say that, because it's not hard. It's easy. But in lower levels of consciousness, it does seem difficult. Why? Okay. When you're in a lower level of consciousness, meaning that you are at a lower vibrational frequency, so you're most likely in thoughts or emotions of doubt, despair, maybe depression, powerlessness, stress, overwhelmed, right? You're in these lower emotions, these lower states. There's nothing wrong with that. But when you're pretty much living in the lack and the separation, you're living in that lower level of consciousness. You're not connected to your whole self. You're not allowing source energy to really flow through you. You're kind of blocking it. And so that is a dimension of, it's a consciousness of lack and separation. So you feel you're literally not separate from anything that you want, but you feel separate from what you want. You believe you are separate from what you want. You believe that things are hard. You believe in lack, right? You doubt yourself. You're focused in more negative ways. But when you're in a higher level of consciousness, so you're operating from ease, love, joy, passion, excitement, relaxation, relief, inspiration. You're in a high level of consciousness. Now, what that means is that there is no separation. There is no separation in that level of frequency. There is only love, connection, wholeness, unity. You're one. You realize you're one with everything. You realize that you're the I am, that you are God, you are source, right? You know that from the higher levels of consciousness. And because there is no separation when you're in a higher level of consciousness, a higher frequency, you are not separate from anything you want or need, because there is no separation, and you know that. It's not like you're trying to believe it or whatever. You know it because you're there. You're in the state. You're in the frequency of no separation. Therefore, you're not separate from anything that you want. Therefore, manifestations flow in. Therefore, you know your worth. You know your power. You believe it's easy. You know it's easy because it is. But if you're in the lower levels of consciousness, that mindset, that emotional state, and you're choosing that, by the way, it's not like you're not in control of this. You are in complete control. You get to choose. When you're choosing that, you believe in separation, you believe in lack, you don't believe in yourself, and you don't know yourself as God. And you believe that life is hard. You believe that manifesting is hard. You believe that it's hard to change. Everything is difficult. And so you will continue to take paths and actions and and split off into timelines where things seem to be really difficult for you because that's what you're choosing. But it's just as easy to choose for things, or choose to know that things are simple and easy, because they actually are. The lie is that things are difficult. The lie that we've been conditioned into to believe is that life is hard. Getting what you want is hard. It's hard to be happy. It's hard to get what you want. It's hard to have an amazing, fulfilling life. These are all lies, and they exist. They seem true in the lower levels of consciousness. And when you start to raise your consciousness, which is what I teach in my program, Metamorphosis, you start to raise your level of consciousness, therefore your frequency, your vibrational frequency, you start to see through the illusions. You start to see through all the lies and know them as lies. Like, you're not pushing against them. You're not associating with them anymore. You're not buying into them. It's like if someone's trying to scam you, if you're aware that they're trying to scam you, you're obviously not buying into it. You have no association with it. You just push it aside. Okay. The truth is that it's easy. And I don't know about you, but this year especially, I am coming across more and more like information, techniques, but also like actions, pathways, ideas, manifestations, or even just ways to manifest that are easy. So much easier, so much simple, straightforward. And, previously I would even question, like, could it really be that easy? Could it really be that simple? If you have the ability to ask a question like that, it means yes, that is a potential, that is a possibility. You got to start to question everything. Everything that you have been told, everything that you have heard and just said, yep, that's true, that's true, that's true. It's like, wait, hang on. Is that true? If there's any limitation in it, I'm telling you it's a lie. What do I want to be true? What do I want to be my truth? Why am I choosing for this to be difficult when it's actually easy? Everything's already working out for you. That's the thing. It's not like you have to try and get things to work out for you. Try to get things to manifest for you. They're already manifested. They're already here. It's already done. Like, it's literally it's all here. It's just here on a platter right now. You haven't decided to take from that or receive from that because most likely you're holding on to a belief that things have to be difficult, that things are hard, right? If you've ever said, man, it is hard to do this, like it's hard to change, or it's hard to overcome that, or this subject in my life, that's hard. It's not hard. You have a belief that you are still buying into that it's difficult. It's not difficult. It's not inherently difficult. That was something that I received as a channeled message, is that there are no inherently difficult situations. It's just you have a belief that this is difficult for you. But you, as the I am, as the powerful creator, you can choose to drop that. This is not supposed to be a complicated process. We've made everything to be so complicated. Why? Because we have beliefs that it can't be that easy. It can't be that good. It can't be that simple. It can't be that easy, right? There's got to be more to it. There's got to be more that I have to do. Manifestation can't be as simple as saying, okay, thank you for what I now have, and letting it go and just being in the energy of having it already. No, like it can't be that easy. I can't do that. I've got too many problems in my life. I can't just simply be in the energy I want to be in. Like it's already done. Let me take like a 72-part course and, to try and manifest what I want and be the person I want to be, right? Because it's got to be difficult for me. It can't be that easy. So this manifestation process can be difficult if you decide it is, even if that's an unconscious choice that you've made. Got to be difficult. I've got to keep trying. I've got to keep working on this. How many times I've heard people say, okay, I pinpointed this belief, or I have the tendency to do this. I've got to work on it. You don't have to work on anything. If you say I have the tendency to do this, it means I am choosing to do this. I choose to do this. I choose to react like this. I choose to feel like this. The only thing you need to do is make a different choice. Choose something else. You don't have to work on things. You don't have to try. And the journey that you take to get to any result or manifestation, even though it's wonderful and valid, is always just about However long it takes you to decide you're ready to have what you want or ready to be who you say you want to be. You're ready now. You can have it now. It's like I said in my other video, you don't need to keep trying to do more and be more, like change more and fix more and transform more. Got to have these things figured out before I get that, and all these reasons and excuses. You're ready now, you can have it now, but you need to decide that for yourself. You need to let it in now. That's why I say you don't even need to use specific processes or tools or, techniques, because they're all permission slips. So yes, use whatever resonates with you. I mean, I sure do. But know that it's not about that. And it's not about finding the right one, because you're the right one. It's all you. You're the power. You're the power source. All of the processes and techniques and rituals and tools are simply appliances that need electricity in order to work, in order to give you something. You're the power, you're the electricity that flows through all the appliances, aka all the techniques and tools and actions that makes them work, that gives you what you want. It was never the process, it was always you. So do you understand that it is your decision and nothing else that shifts you to the reality that you want to be living in, that gives you the things that you say you want? And how you do that is completely up to you. There is no right or wrong. What processes you use, actions you take, all of that. It's really an undoing process and seeing through the lies and the illusions that were telling you that it was hard just because you held that belief, right? When actually it isn't. It isn't hard. And if you decide to let go of that belief, you will see everything give you different reflections in your reality, because now you're no longer holding the belief that it's hard. You're going to have a life of ease. Sometimes there's even like processes or, techniques you've come across that deep down, that if you did this thing, or you did these things, or you embodied the energy of what you want, whatever, you did these things, that you would absolutely get what you want. And unconsciously, if you believe it has to be hard and you can't really get what you want and life is hard and manifesting is hard and change is hard, you won't take that. You won't take that action. You won't do the things that you know will actually work. You'll self-sabotage. You'll go do other things because of just those beliefs you're holding on to. You got to drop them. Basically, if you were just to show up in the energy as if it's already done, well, really, because it is done, and that's a fact, everything's already here. So knowing that it's done, if you were to actually accept that for yourself and really know it's that simple and easy, and you were just to show up in that energy to the best of your ability more often. That doesn't mean constantly thinking about it, but really showing up as you would if you knew something was already taken care of. Like if you knew, I use this example all the time, if you knew that you won the lottery. You won the lottery for millions and millions of dollars. And previously you were really worried about money and you've had money issues for a long time, right? So you won the lottery, you know you're going to get the money in 2 weeks. You don't have any money in your bank account. You're still in the same situation, right? Everything kind of is the same, but you know that the money's going to be there in 2 weeks. What's your energy like? You're not even able to spend money right now, okay? Because you still don't have the money. But how do you wake up in the morning feeling? What are you doing that's so differently? How do you respond or react to the subject of money? You probably you're excited about it, appreciative about it, but you're not even thinking about how to get it anymore or worried about it. You don't even really think about it, right? You're just having fun and living your life and showing up in that energy. You're actually focused on other things. Maybe it's actually giving you more freedom and space, right? You're not spending your energy on worrying about money, so you have more energy within you, so you're focused on creative projects and passion projects and fun things, fun experiences in your daily life. even though you haven't actually spent any money. That actually shows you don't need the thing, you don't need the money to feel the way you want to feel and to be the person that you want to be and to be that person who already has it. Okay, if you're sick, you've got a sickness in your body, okay? And if I told you that you were absolutely going to be like 100%, you were going to be cured in 2 weeks, how would you now be showing up in your daily life? Even if you still can't do physical things that you want to do, your energy would be different, right? Just say someone showed you scans and said everything's improving, 2 weeks, you're going to be completely cured. Like 100 million%. I'm telling you, even if you're still feeling the pain or the physical symptoms, you're going to have a completely different reaction to them. You're going to make different assumptions about them. You know it's temporary, right? You're in a different energy, a different mood, different frequency, different personality, different reality. If you knew 100% that you were going to meet the love of your life in 1 week, how would you be thinking about relationships and all the, trouble you've had with relationships? It wouldn't even be on your mind. You'd just be excited, you'd be living your life. If you knew that your business or career was going to take off, go viral, be successful, like it's going to just skyrocket in success in 30 days, how would you be showing up in your business? Would you care that you're not bringing in the sales right now, or not getting the clients, or not getting the followers, or whatever it is in your job or your business or your career? Would you care? You would not care. You would pay such little attention on that subject. It's taken care of. It's like, oh gosh, I don't even have to think about it anymore. But actually, I'm kind of excited. I'm going to show up with more excitement, right? You're showing up differently. So really, whatever it is for you, if you knew it was done, how would you now show up to life? And seriously, that's how simple it is. And that could be that you don't even give the subject much attention. You're focused on other things because you don't have to worry about that anymore. You never had to worry, but you thought you did. You chose to worry about it, right? But now that you don't even have to think about that anymore, you're giving yourself permission. You're giving yourself permission not to think about that or worry about that or try to fix it anymore. Whoa, it's freed up so much energy. You just want to do all these other things and you're focused on other subjects. That's the person that you want to be. That's the energy you want to be in. And again, it doesn't matter if sometimes you're still focused on unwanted things or having negative thoughts or emotions. You just don't associate with them. You don't have to really buy into them as a truth. Just let them be there. Feel whatever you got to feel, let it pass, and return back to being who you want to be as soon as you want to. You might say, okay, but Juliet, I don't know that it's actually going to happen in 2 weeks' time. So it's hard for me to just be in that energy because I don't know if it's going to happen. That's not creating your reality. That's not being the deliberate creator. That's being a reactor. That is still looking to the outside reflective mirror, the reality that doesn't actually exist outside of you. There's nothing outside of you. It's a mirror. So you're still just looking at the reflective mirror in order to feel good, in order to feel how you want to feel and be who you want to be. So you're doing it backwards. So that's really helpful to see. You're still relying on the reflection to change before you do, which is completely illogical because, again, like I said, that's a reflection. You are reality. You need to show up differently, not because you have to or you should, because you want to. I mean, again, you winning the lottery in 2 weeks' time and, you're winning the lottery and you're getting the money in 2 weeks' time. It's literally just the way you're feeling now, even before you have the money, is it's only because you decided to feel that way. It's only because you now said, okay, I have a reason to feel this way. I have a reason to be happy. I have a reason to feel like things are working out for me. So I will. I will give myself permission. But you can give yourself permission now without anything changing. And that's the thing that we don't give ourselves permission to do. And if you just change that one thing, everything would change. You think you still need a reason to do these things or take these actions or show up in your business how you want to show up, or be more happy or be more positive or confident or whatever. Not realizing that you only need to just give yourself permission. You just do it. Just be it. Just be it. It's all about state of being. And what would happen? What do you think would happen if you actually did that? And really, what's the worst thing that could happen if you did do that? And you might say, well, I don't get what I want. Okay. You can't possibly be in that energy and not get what you want. It's only if you're maybe faking it, acting as if, trying, which means you're not doing. If you're trying, you're not doing, you're not being. You're trying to be. So you're still in the old identity. And again, that shows you that you're still trying to do it just to get something, which, can you see how illogical that is? Because if you're doing it just to try and get something, it means you don't feel like you have it. You don't feel like it's done. You're still, I'm being like this, I'm acting like this, I'm doing this just so I can try and get that. Which means you're trying, you're not being, and you don't believe it's yours. You don't believe it's actually coming. You don't believe it's actually done. And you're trying to make it happen. Therefore, you're in the wrong energy. That's the only reason why it would not show up. And if it didn't show up in 2 weeks, who cares? If it showed up in 2 months, fantastic, right? But either way, it's going to show up if you're in the energy of it. If you were simply just in the energy of no longer worrying about this, knowing it's done, it's taken care of, let me be happy and live my life, you would get it all. It is that easy. And you don't have to try and be good at this. You don't have to try and make this easy. Just stop making it hard, or stop buying into the belief that it needs to be hard for you, and give in to letting this be simple and easy, or get curious with like, wow, could it really be that easy? Could it really be that fun? Because that's the timeline, like that's the version of Earth I feel that a lot of us are shifting into. This kind of world, this kind of universe, reality, even though we're all living in different realities, but this kind of more collective reality of things being easier and the old systems dying. You're the only one here in your reality, and you're the only one who is withholding any of your desires. I'm going to realize, oh my God, I have it. I have it all. Because that's true. That's not delusional. That's like how things actually work. It's actually delusional that you would think otherwise. The delusion is in thinking that you don't have what you want when you are everything and you contain everything and you literally have it all within you right now. That's the ultimate lie or illusion. Show up to life in the energy that it's done. Like, give yourself permission to just be that, to feel it, to know that, to just be in that energy, that state of being, without needing to see the confirmation outside of yourself, because again, there's nothing outside of you. It's a reflective mirror. See the confirmation within yourself. This is supposed to be fun. You're here to play. You're here to play and mold the clay. And it's easy. Remember who you are. Remember that it's easy, and no longer buy into the beliefs that anything is difficult for you. Okay, that is it for this video. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you did enjoy this, let me know in the comment section below by giving this video a thumbs up and subscribing if you haven't already. Make sure to share this with anyone who you think it may help. And if you would like to work together, that information's in the description box below for you. Have an amazing day. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you next time.